Ladies and gentlemen,
this is Gamertag Radio.
Yo, what up? What up? This is Danny live here, Gamertag Radio episode 1371, and I'm here with the whole GTR crew. We have here Paris Lily. What's up, Paris?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What's up? How's everything?
I'm good.
You sound very nice right now.
I didn't jump.
You didn't jump. You didn't jump. Very disappointed. I was waiting for that picture. Just want to say that. And also we have Pete here, all the way from Europe. What's up, Pete?
Good afternoon. How are you? Grüezi.
What's up? I know you have a nice drink there. You have a nice little drink over there. You chilling?
Just chilling. Just
chilling. Just vibing.
Just, 4:30 in the afternoon, having a beer.
Yeah, it's very early. We're at 7:30 in the morning, Pacific time. But everyone, thank you here for watching or listening to Gamertag Radio. We have a couple topics here, and we haven't recorded together like this in a long time. It's been 2 months, maybe.
When was the last time we were on?
I actively try to avoid recording with you, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. All the time.
Stop being negative. Okay, you're not peddling that. That's not what you peddle, Paris. Come on.
I peddle positivity, baby.
That's so good. All right, everyone. Head over to gamertagradio.com. Listen to our past episodes. We're everywhere. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast apps. If you would like to be part of our family discussion, here's how you could contact us.
Send us your feedback or questions. Give us a call at 786-273-7GTR. Email us at fanmail@gamertagradio.com or leave a message on speakpipe.com/gamertagradio.
By the way, so have you guys watched the PlayStation State of Play? I know Paris, you probably did, right? State of Play? Have you watched it, Paris?
That's such an odd way of setting up like how we're going to get into a topic. He was like, hey, anybody need to watch it? And then he just tells me that I did instead of letting me answer for myself. Why do you do that?
Hey, man. I'm having a good time here, man. Just let me live, okay?
What next? You're going to tell me to jump?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to tell you to jump.
Or just turn off your Xbox.
Turn it off. Just press the power button. No, P, have you watched the State of Play?
Yeah, I got to see it.
Yeah,
been off for the last few days, so yeah, I had a good chance to check it out, make some opinionated considerations, thoughts.
I already know what your opinion is.
What's his opinion?
Please.
What's his opinion? Yeah, please let us know.
Please expound on that. Let us know.
I'm dying to know.
What are my thoughts?
Pete's opinion is PS5 Pro looks interesting, but I didn't really see anything there to make me want to get a console. I'll wait for it to come to PC. I'm playing PUBG. That's what you're going to say.
Not wrong. All right, guys, everybody, thanks for joining. Have a great night.
I mean, he is right. No, there was a couple games that I think there was a couple games that stood out to me that I definitely want to check out and play. I want to play the new expansion, of course, of Alan Wake 2.
I knew you were going to go there. I knew that was going to be the first.
That's like my number one pick, so it's not even a question. By the way, I'm working on some stuff for that. By the way, so stay tuned. And also, I know there's another game. I can't remember the name of the developer. Hell Is Us. That looks very interesting. Oh, that looks very interesting. I want to play that. That looks dope.
That one was good.
Is that kind of like, it reminded me a little bit of Returnal, a little bit. So I don't know if it's similar or what, but it looks dope. I know they show the new Ghost. Okay, explain to me how you pronounce this. The new Ghost game. Yōtei. Okay, because I was going back and forth. Is it Yōtei? What? Yeah, that looks really, really dope. That I think is my highlight of the whole State of Play for me. Definitely want to play that. I love the first one, Tsushima. That was really, really dope. But I only play that more on the PC side than the console side. But what about you, Paris? Was there anything that were a highlight for you from the State of Play? Any games?
Yeah, I mean, Ghost, top of the list for me. I mean, coming off of Ghost of Tsushima, getting getting Yōtei, I'm all in on that. Can't wait to play that. Sucker Punch is going to knock that out of the park. I'm trying to think. Now, this isn't like, oh my God, I was super excited for it, but the Horizon remaster, I mean, worst kept secret ever. We knew it was coming. I had asked in the moment when they officially announced it, I go, who's this really for? And the reason I said that was, obviously, it's a PS4 game. It's been out since, 2017? Or something like that. At certain points, it's been essentially you damn near get the thing for free if you have PlayStation Plus. So a lot of people that would have been interested in Horizon have already played it. It's been on PC for a while as well. So people on PC that would have been interested in it would have played it already. Obviously, Forbidden West, love that game. I know your mileage may vary on Horizon. I personally am a fan of the Horizon series. So I didn't understand the need to remaster that game. I thought, okay, if you're going to remaster it, they're going to highlight how great it's going to be on PS5 Pro. And they didn't do that in the state of play. So I get it, why they did it. I just didn't think there was a need to do it. So I'd asked the question on social media. I was like, who's this for? And I was actually very surprised to see a lot of people respond and just be like, hey, for that $10 upgrade price to get it on par visually with Forbidden West, that's worth it to me. I would want to go play it. And my response to all it was like, okay, I stand corrected. I see there is interest for it. The $10 thing, I could see people wanting to jump on that. Obviously, look, PlayStation kind of raised the base price on the slick. I had to go look to see if I even owned it digitally because I wasn't sure because I had a physical copy. Remember, physical copies were a thing. I had a physical copy of it, but I do own it digitally. I don't know how the hell that happened, but I do. So I could see me, all right, maybe I'll spend the $10, upgrade to it because I never bought it on PC. So I've never played it on PC, but I guess even the PC version is getting an upgrade as well. So I get it. I'm actually more excited for Lego Horizon.
Yeah.
Because you said you didn't get to play it at Summer Game Fest, but I did. I played it at Summer Game Fest. A lot of fun. And that is essentially retelling the original Zero Dawn story as well. So I'm more inclined to want to play Lego Horizon than I am the Horizon remaster. But we'll obviously see when the Pro comes out and what happens.
Yeah, I think they have like new audio content in there, like a couple smaller things in there. But yeah, so the PlayStation 4 version, it used to be $19.99 and now it went up to $39.99 ever since this guy's announced. I mean, hey, look, it's a business. I totally get it why PlayStation is doing this, but I wonder if people actually going to be buying this once it comes out. Now, if you don't have the base version, Paris, how is it $59.99 to get like just from scratch if you want to download it for like the first time?
That's a good question. I've actually never looked to see how much it was just if you had to buy it straight up. Let's see.
I looked it up. It's $49. It's $50. Yeah, I just saw I found it. Yeah. $50. Okay. Yeah, $50. Yeah. So PlayStation 5, Steam, and Epic Game Store.
Right. The upgrade's only $10.
Not a fan of that. Me personally. I think, first of all, don't like the fact that they raised the price after this announcement. That isn't consumer friendly, Secondly, I think if you've never owned it at all, to spend $50, I mean, to me, I think a fair price, 30 would have been great. Even if it was 40, I could say okay with that. Because again, it's an older game and you're just essentially just remastering the visuals of it. I don't know. I'm, like I said, I'm more interested in Lego Horizon than I am this remaster of Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I just feel like it's a little bit too soon to do a remaster.
Well,
wasn't it like The Last of Us was the same thing? But I get why they did it with The Last of Us. But
I still don't, by the way. Okay.
But I mean, look, this one. Wait a minute. Is this coming out around the same time? Okay, wait. It says October 31st. So when is the official Lego version, the Lego game coming out? Is that in November?
Yeah. Lego's in November. And
so it's back to back.
Zero Dawn remaster is October. It's the same day as Dragon Age on Halloween.
By the way, speaking of that, we have to talk about this, man, because I know this was announced a couple of days ago. We're gonna move on a little bit from the state of play. it was a great person for me. State Play was really good. I really enjoyed it. So there was a couple of games I really want to check out. So, but I know recently, a couple of days ago, we found out that Assassin's Creed Shadows has also got delayed to February. But looking at the date, this one is February 14th. That month is looking crazy. That month, way too many games. I know it's Avowed is coming out during that time. Assassin's Creed Shadows. What other games are coming out besides that, Paris? I think it's
Civ 7 comes out. Monster Hunter's out around that time.
Monster Hunter. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds.
And is Marvel Rivals out around that time too?
Oh, wait a minute.
Officially?
I think so too. But see, here's the thing. All those are different games. It's not the same. So the majority of people are not going to buy everything, unless you're like really hardcore. But, that's a lot, man. That's a lot.
I have a prediction.
Oh, no.
Avowed.
Is it a good?
No, it is what it is. They're going to delay Avowed again. They're not putting out Avowed the same day as Assassin's Creed. I could see it moving 2 or 3 weeks.
Till March.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pete? Agree, disagree? I could see it, but sometimes it's like, just.
It's a brand new IP. Again, Assassin's Creed has the cachet. It will dominate the news cycle for better or worse during that time. You want to properly be able to market Avowed, get the word out about Avowed.
Yeah.
Dum-dums like me talking about it. Oh, I played it. Oh, you want that. So you put that out the same time as Assassin's Creed. Nobody's talking about Avowed. It's just not going to happen. Unless it's a sponsored stream. That's about the only way you're going to get someone talking about Avowed.
Unless it's like high praise, great reviews. I think that would change the conversation, though.
I don't think so.
What?
I think here's why. Again, I'm being serious here. I'm not even joking around.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed could be the greatest game ever, or it could be the worst game ever. Either way, it will dominate the conversation. Whatever Assassin's Creed turns out to be, and we know why. For various reasons, it will dominate the conversation. Number 1, it's Assassin's Creed. Number 2, it's Assassin's Creed in Japan. Number 3, you got a black samurai. Number 4, you got a female ninja. They will dominate the conversation for various reasons. It just will.
You know what would be crazy too? Imagine the Switch 2 comes out around that time. Around, let's say March, the end of February.
Yeah, I think we'll know what Switch 2 is by that time, around that time.
Yeah.
Like you said, it'll probably come out a little bit after that officially.
Yeah.
They still haven't given a time and date for Ghost of Yōtei, have they?
No.
Because I'm curious if Sucker Punch has gotten far enough in development. Do you think they combat it? Do you think that they drop on or around the same time frame simply to leverage that? Because when they announced that, I was like, ooh.
No, I can tell you why. Because they already said they won't have anything from a first party studio until
end of year.
It is April of 2025.
Oh yeah.
They already said that. But to that point, I don't think Yōtei is. I think Yōtei's a holiday game. I think Yōtei feels like a October-ish 2025 kind of game. I think you'll get Death Stranding 2 before you get Yōtei.
You know what? One of our viewers here on Twitch said Avowed should move to January.
I could see that if it's ready, if Obsidian is ready and they can move it up. Let's put it this way. I promise you there has been a conversation internally at Xbox about Avowed. Do we leave it there? Do we move it back? Do we move it ahead? You can't tell me that meeting hasn't happened or it's about to happen after Tokyo Game Show. Can't tell me. That's not a conversation. Whether they do it or not, but they're at least going to discuss it. Because remember, the whole point of moving Avowed was because you had Dragon Age and Call of Duty and all these other things coming out in November so that it had room to breathe. That's what they officially said, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're just throwing it right into another nest of chaos with all these other games coming out, and the major IP you were trying to avoid say, hey, how you doing? We're just going to come out on the same day as you now. So I think you move it. I do. If you want that game to succeed, if you want it to stand on its own and be this big RPG from Obsidian, original brand new IP from Obsidian, and let it have all the marketing and accolades that it potentially could deserve without getting buried in the news cycle, you move that game at least 2 weeks.
Again.
At least.
Yeah. Well, you were going to say something, Pete?
No, I was going to say, I think maybe more, right? Because I think it's middle of February. March really doesn't have a lot of big first person. Actually, I don't think it's got any first person titles. So I think you drop it in March. So and actually there's nothing in, you've Fatal Fury. You've got a really good opportunity. You've got nothing in March, April, May. So drop it right there when it's all by itself and like you said, give it a chance to breathe on its own without having to worry about any other titles.
And think of this, Tina and the crew is going to do a developer direct in January because that seems to be an annual thing now. Avowed is probably in that developer direct that they do. And then you say, it's coming March 10th. People, that's still, enough time to market it and hype it up and do interviews, do the interview circuit, all that. So why not? It would not hurt that game to move it 3 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
And here's the thing too, like we got to play the game. It felt good playing that. I mean, we played the PC version, of course. We didn't play the console version, so I don't know how that's going to look. But it was good. It was great. But I know they had to polish a couple more things. There was maybe one issue that they had in the whole demo, but that's about it. Yeah, man, I think the more they take their time, polishing it and making it better, the better the game is going to be, I think, personally. But we'll see. Paris, I think one of the viewers also mentioned that Marvel Rivals is in December, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I knew it was either end of the year or beginning of 2025.
Yeah. But here's the thing, and this conversation we had a conversation like this way back. I believe it was 2008. I think that was the year that Xbox announced so many different games coming out around the same time. That same year, that we were like, is that a good thing having too many games out at the same time from first party wise, let's just say. And I think this is Shane Kim. He was in charge of the first party games and everything. And he told us, like, look, man, these are different type of genre of games. People are into one type of genre, some just like everything. So I think it's going to be similar to that, Paris, where these are all different type of games. Not everybody's going to buy an RPG game. Maybe they're into, maybe RTS or fighting games or whatever, or shooter, So I think Avowed is going to do pretty good. I think not. Also, it all depends on like if the game is going to get a lot of great reviews. If it gets a lot of great reviews, I think that's going to help push the game even more. So it all depends on that. But I think it's not like a Titanfall 2 situation, I think. It's not like that. I don't think so. Because I know you guys are probably going to bring that up where Titanfall 2 came out at a time where it was just too many games. It was Call of Duty and Battlefield, but it was all the same type of game, though.
Hey, Danny.
Oh, God.
Well, nobody about to bring up Titanfall 2. That's a you thing, not a stop inflecting onto your thoughts. Okay.
But I mean, I'm right though. I'm not lying. I'm not lying though. It is true.
Well, I mean, to your point, that was probably, I don't know the hell this turned into Avowed talk, but that was probably the scenario that Xbox was trying to avoid with Avowed, because it would have gotten Titanfall 2'd coming out in that November timeframe, October, November. There's just too many other things coming out that people are going to be interested in, that they're going to want to play. Dragon Age is going to be huge. We already know Black Ops 6 is going to be huge, right? You got Stalker 2 coming out. You got Flight Sim coming out. I know I'm forgetting something else that's coming out in October that I'm just not thinking of right now. But there's a lot of stuff coming around that time. You're a brand new IP. You risk getting lost in the shuffle. You just do. And I think they're risking that again in February now with all these other games coming out, despite them being different genres.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Whoa.
What's up?
Somebody in the chat just said something crazy.
What happened?
Titanfall 2 failed because it was a bad game.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Hell no.
One of, if not the best first-person campaign shooters ever. You can't tell me no different. And think about it. That multiplayer is a cult following now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still thousands of people, tens of thousands of people that still play it to this very day.
I mean, they brought
a dead game.
Yeah, they brought it back. Respawn. They brought it back and they added new servers and all that stuff because people were demanding a new Titanfall game, and I think they did that as a test. Like, okay, let's see if people really wants this game back.
That just sounds like somebody. Yeah. That just sounds like it was written by somebody who didn't play the actual game. They're just.
So look, same person in the chat did redeem themselves because Metaphor was the other game I was thinking it's coming out in October. That's going to be huge too. That's going to be huge. Oh, Yakuza is also in February. That was the other thing.
Oh, that's the Pyro one, which I played it. I played it 2 weeks ago.
See, you should have known that because you played and had the preview.
Hey, look, man.
You not have the right information.
First of all, I have way too many stuff going on. I'm not going to remember everything. But I did really enjoy it. I really enjoyed Like a Dragon, Yakuza Pirate in Hawaii. That's a very long title. Very long title. But yeah, it was great. It was fun. Actually, you played the same location from the sequel of Like a Dragon in Hawaii, but also there is a new location that you could go with your crew on your pirate ship. And yeah, there's like a boss battle in there too, which I posted a video of that a couple of days ago. But yeah, I'm excited to try out that game. Really, really good, man. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But again, different type of game. Some people are just gonna play this and that's it. They don't care about Avowed or all that stuff. So. But yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Paris. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
So good. So yeah, is there anything else about this? Or?
Well, all right, no. I just want to go back to the state of play stuff, right?
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, let's go. Let's go back.
Midnight Walk looked really, really dope. I love the whole concept of going back to OG game and cinematography, of having claymation and then 3D mapping it and making it look the way it did. I saw that, and that was the one that really stood out to me outside of the announcement of Ghost of Yōtei, which I think wasn't a surprise. It was like just a bad secret. The colorways was a cool drop. I'm just, again, I don't have a PS5. I don't know if that was for me. Pal World, not a surprise coming to PS5. I think it'll be good for them just because it's I think it'll do well because of the size of the player base on PlayStation alone.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
And then I think Sonic X Shadow Generations, the DLC drop, looked cool. I love Shadow, although Sonic is the OG, but I like Shadow a lot, and I like the way that he's portrayed. Obviously, Keanu coming back, etc. That was dope.
Yeah, they had it playable at Summer Game Fest. You got to play that, Paris, or no?
I did.
It was cool.
It was cool. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, Shadows was pretty dope. Really, really dope. Let's see. I know there's another gaming. I know they show a couple the PlayStation VR game, VR2. They show a couple of games there, but I don't know if that's something where it's going to make me go back and try the VR. I don't know. Is there anything that stood out to you from the VR side, Paris? Or because I know you have a VR too. I
mean, I'm somewhat interested in the Metro VR game, but that's also on MetaQuest 3 as well. Look, let's just keep it real. That PSVR 2, it is never going to get the support it truly needs to thrive. Like I'm just be honest, I gave it to Trey. My son has it. I was like, here. You try. I mean, because I got already got a MetaQuest 3 and a Vision Pro. So I mean, those are the VR headsets that I personally use. There's just not enough compelling games on PlayStation right now.
Oh man,
and I don't think there ever will be.
Yeah, it reminds me of kind of like Vita started really strong with like games and then they stopped. It was just indie games and that's it. But by the way, Pete, have you even tried to pre-order the PlayStation 5 Pro at all? You didn't mind?
I didn't even bother. But as usual,
why not? Let him answer the question.
You already know the damn answer. I don't even know why you're asking.
No,
I don't need a PlayStation 5. I have a PC. I'm playing PUBG. That's what he's going to say.
No, Paris, if you go back in the old episodes, Pete said that he will eventually buy a PlayStation 5 when a certain game comes out that he likes. I think it was Spider-Man 2 or something. I can't remember what it was. So I'm asking him is that going to change his mind to buy it? No? Okay.
No.
All right. Well,
There's nothing with this recent state of play.
mm-hmm.
Even as good as Yōtei looked, it's not a system seller for me. For me, look, it could be a system seller for the 10,000 people that actually bought one, or was it 12,300 was the number, which I think was ridiculous to have a limited stock availability like that. Because if you think of that number, that's less than like 1/100% of the total produced PS5s, right? Even if you increase it by a factor of 10 to 120,000, that's still less than 1% of the total production of the PlayStation 5. There's no way I was going to sit there and do it. That's just me. And plus, I don't have the patience to sit there and queue to try to buy a console.
But see, Pete, I asked that question because, people change their minds. So it's good to ask. And here's why.
They don't.
Here's why.
People don't change their minds.
I think they do. Because here's the thing. Paris a couple of days ago was like, I don't know, PlayStation 5. And then I see a tweet. Man, I was trying to buy it too. Like he was trying to pre-order and then he couldn't pre-order. So Paris, please, you change your mind. That's possible. That's why I asked that question to Pete. You know I'm right, goddammit.
First of all,
you know I'm right. You know I'm right.
First of all, you need to mind your own business. Stay out of my tweets.
It's public. It's public. So I'm asking that question.
Tweets.
It's
you
public.
always bring up my tweets. Stay out of my tweets. Number one. Number two, I wanted the 30th anniversary thing. And because I couldn't get that, I did not pre-order a PlayStation 5 Pro. Because I don't need to pre-order the regular one. I could probably walk into freaking Best Buy on launch day and go get one. I wanted the 30th anniversary one.
First of all, you buying a PlayStation 5 Pro, no matter what, you can say 30th anniversary, whatever, it's the Pro. Okay? You know I'm right. You change your mind. You try to buy the console.
I'm surprised.
You know what? You know what you could do?
You see this?
What?
You see this here? This is the Apple Watch Series 10. This is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I buy shit I don't need. Okay? That's just me. I can't help it.
Paris, look, you could buy the Pro and paint it. You could paint it in gray. And that's the third. That's the third anniversary.
Spray paint with a little chroma spray paint.
Yeah, and that's right there, the 30th anniversary. PlayStation 5 Pro. I mean, you got it.
Black lines across the middle.
Yeah, but hey.
Well, hey,
it's possible.
Smarty Pants, what about you?
I didn't even bother.
Why?
Because not an Xbox.
Because I'm happy with my current. I'm happy with my current PlayStation 5. That's why. I'm happy with my current console, bro. See, Pete, but I think at least I play with my PlayStation 5 Pro. I mean, not Pro, PlayStation 5.
Oh, so you got it already. He slipped. You slipped.
No, I don't.
Slipping pondy cake.
I play it all the time. Yeah, actually, I was playing that the other day with some stuff. See, Paris and Pete trying to be slick, trying to turn it around on me and attack me, bro. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. No, but honestly, I got a couple calls of people hit me up like, "Hey, man, I was trying to pre-order it. Yeah, it was hard, but I couldn't find it." I'm like, "Really? The Pro? I think the Pro's gonna be a lot easier."
No,
the Pro's gonna be like
it's the 30th anniversary one. That was the issue because you can literally get one. You can still order one right now. It's the Pro. If you want a Pro, you're going to get a Pro at launch. That isn't the issue. But the fact that they made the 30th anniversary thing limited and everybody jumped on, that's what caused it. Look, I ain't gonna lie. You damn right. I woke up and I was like, maybe I could get one. And then I went to that website and it was like, nope, you ain't getting nothing. And
do you know how much it is now to buy the 30th anniversary? $10,000 on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000. That is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. That, and look, being serious again, yeah, I will most likely get a Pro, just because I think you're going to see games that take advantage of it on console. And is it going to be PC? No, but it'll be 60 frames, obviously ray tracing, better fidelity, and I can play it out on my big screen. That's how I'm seeing it. So yeah, I'll get one, and I'm a gadget guy anyways. And obviously, we quote unquote content creators, so it'll be something I can talk about anyways. So yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah, I know. No, it's true. For those that are listening and watching, if you pre-order one, please let us know. I'm very curious to see if anybody else pre-ordered. And again, social media isn't real life, but what people need to realize, and we've been saying this the entire time anyways, it's an enthusiast product. The average person does not need to get a PlayStation 5 Pro. The last time I checked, goes to Yōtei, Yoshi, and Mario and Luigi. All right, they're all going to play on it. You know Yoshi. Yoshi. Oh my god.
So you don't have to get one. I mean, if you got a PlayStation right now, your games are still going to play on it. They're still going to look good on it. I mean, but people that want to be on the high end of everything, I don't know why my camera keeps going out of focus. There's clearly something in the background is catching. I got to figure it out. But, yeah, I mean, Ratchet already looks amazing on it. Returnal looks amazing on it. Spider-Man 2 looks amazing on it. So you don't have to get one, but there's an audience that will, and that's fine. That's my whole thing of, I don't get, why people have such a fuss of trying to shame people that are getting it or not getting it. Who cares? It's your freaking
Who cares? Yeah, if you're happy with, like, who cares? That's how I see it, man. It's like when people are buying like the Cybertruck, and I see a bunch of people complaining about like, oh, why they waste their money? Like, look, man, people are happy about it. Hey, man, it's on them. Like, that's their money, man. That's how I see it.
So I just took a look. I just took a look on one of the companies, one of the tech stores here in Switzerland. I can buy it if I chose to. It's available.
Oh, so it's a lot easier. Wait, what is it? How much is it over there though?
799 francs. Which, if you translate that to English doll hairs, to freedom units, to bald eagles per V-block per V8s. Let's see.
I'm very curious to see how much is it. Because I know in Australia it's so expensive over there.
950 US doll hairs. But that's simply because of the exchange rate. The exchange rate is really, really strong right now for the Swiss franc versus the Americans. Down at 84 cents to every Swiss franc.
If you do, let's make believe you buy it, Pete. What will be like the game that you'll buy on that for that console for you?
Leave it in the box until Wolverine comes out.
He put PUBG on PlayStation.
PUBG on UE5. No, it would be. I'd probably.
Because you already play all the Spider-Man games on PC.
Yeah.
Right? So
at this point.
Well, except 2.
Except for 2. I think that'd probably be the first game I buy. It would probably be that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Any other topic before we wrap it up?
One topic, because and I saw he said it was taken a little bit out of context, but I guess Jason Schreier was on some podcast. I think he was on Spawn Wave this weekend or whatever, and I was just looking at one of the forums. I saw that the headline. He responded like, "Stop taking me out of context. Get the whole thing." But he was talking about basically about the handheld, Xbox at the handheld, teasing the handheld, and it isn't so much what he said specifically, but clearly they've been teasing it. The Sarah Bond article that came out recently, she teased it. Even what she said at the end of Tokyo Game Show about more devices and all this stuff. Do they announce it this year at the Game Awards? And if they don't, when do you think they make it official?
Here's the thing. If it makes sense if they announce it during the Game Awards, let's just say it happens, great. But if they wait, people are going to be talking a lot about the Switch too. That's the problem. Because the next,
that's my thought.
Yeah, the only opportunity they could probably announce it during the showcase, because the developer video they always do every year. It doesn't make sense to announce it there. GDC is not the right area either, the right place to. Honestly, I think the Game Awards is the perfect one if they want to be ahead before everybody's going to start talking about the Switch 2. I think that's the perfect spot. And do something similar to what it did with the Xbox Series X.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe start having conversations next year on different sites, interviews, all that stuff, you know? I think that's the right move. What is the right time for you?
I'm curious what Pete thinks.
Well, Pete?
I'm trying to think, when is the first direct usually of the year? Is that March? January?
Yeah, but that's developer.
Wait, you talking Xbox or Nintendo?
Switch 2. I'm talking about Nintendo because
Switch.
It'd probably be March.
Because I'm thinking about earlier this year when the president announced that it would be revealed at some point before the end of the fiscal year. End of the fiscal year for Japan and for Nintendo in general is March. So if we're thinking that the first direct is going to be in March, bingo, there's your time frame. That's when they drop.
Here's another scenario, Paris. And look, I don't see this happening at all because it's Nintendo. Nintendo would rather do their own thing. What if Nintendo decides to make the announcement at the Game Awards and also Xbox make the announcement there too? Let's just make believe both pops up. That's not good either, man. All the attention is gonna go on Switch 2.
I agree. And again, obviously, like you're saying, just a what if, but I highly doubt that Nintendo's going to do it at their own thing.
Yeah, they
wouldn't do the Game Awards.
They don't care about the Game Awards, honestly.
Yeah. Because have you noticed the past announcements that we've seen from Nintendo has been like just smaller games, nothing. I think the only game, in my opinion, that was like the biggest announcement the biggest thing from Nintendo was when they showed Zelda for the first time and it was playable. That was like, in my opinion, the biggest announcement from Nintendo. After that, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's the right time after if Xbox misses the Game Awards. When is the right time for them? Is a showcase maybe next year?
Yeah,
what, to announce or to be at market or to be in the market?
Announce.
I think Nintendo's just so big it doesn't matter. Like literally, Microsoft could announce it and launch before the Switch 2, and the Switch 2 will still
also
triple numbers.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what other time, Paris, honestly. Because most likely it will come out the holiday of next year if it gets announced soon.
So I have another theory.
Tinfoil hat. Let's go.
Let me get my water.
This is some tinfoil stuff for sure.
Wait, is this Miss Leo? Is this Miss Leo? The return of Miss Leo?
Miss Leo.
So let's go under the assumption that they announce a handheld and it comes out this holiday. Next holiday, I should say. Holiday 2025. Let's just say. What other game is slated to come out? Big game that is slated to come out holiday 2025.
Isn't it Gears?
No.
Oh, that's 2026 maybe.
Third party game. It's not first party.
Grand Theft Auto?
Exactly. Now, follow me down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
The only place you can play Grand Theft Auto 6 on the go is on the Xbox Series Mobile or whatever the frick they're going to call it. That is a big marketing thing for them. Obviously, all their Xbox games, because again, we know PlayStation's going to get the marketing for Grand Theft Auto 6. We already know that. So there's going to be a lot of stuff for that. But Xbox, if they have that handheld, they're like, okay, you can go play Grand Theft Auto on your PS5 Pro. Maybe Pete might buy one then. Or you could buy our Xbox handheld and you could play Grand Theft Auto 6 wherever you want.
That's true. But here's the thing. Well, you know what? You're right, because the PC version always comes out like a year later. So Steam Deck verified. That's not going to.
They always go console first, and then they sell it to that. And then, but.
That's a good theory, though.
What happens to those who have a Steam Deck or have a.
I don't even mean to interrupt. I literally just saw the chat. Someone said it in the chat, too.
What?
I swear to God, I did not see that.
Which part?
No, the GTA 6. Brain Basher said it right. Brain Basher and Verse said it right after you did. Yeah. But what stops people who have an Ally or a Steam Deck from going Windows 10 native or Windows 11 native on there.
They can't play it.
They can't play it. It's
Through Game
console
Pass?
only. It's console only.
Through
Well,
Game Pass?
wait a minute. No,
It's not on Game Pass.
hold on. There's
It could be.
a rumor.
Look, are we all talking out of side?
Wait, hold up. I have to say this. There's a rumor, and I remember hearing this a while back, that any games that you own, that you already owned, will pop up part of the cloud that you could still playable through the cloud if you purchase that game. Besides Game Pass, it's more of like games that you purchase. That's also possible too, Paris, where you could still play it on the go through the cloud because you purchase it.
Third party is going to be different.
So this is more first party?
So a wise person once told me years ago, whenever you see something not show up somewhere where you think that it should, it always comes back to licensing. And if Ubisoft, as an example, says, we don't want Assassin's Creed Shadows cloud streamed, Assassin's Creed is not going to get cloud streamed. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So if Rockstar does not want you cloud streaming Grand Theft Auto 6, it won't matter. Yeah, it won't happen.
Yo, you know what? You just reminded me. So I remember buying Tetris Effect Connected, right? And I was like, oh, it's available on Game Pass. Let me play it through the cloud, whatever, like through there, right? Yo, you know it wasn't available through mobile? It was available only on cloud streaming through console, but not mobile. And it was because, like you said, third party were like, nah, we don't want that. We don't want that. So yeah, you're right. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oof.
Because to me, I mean, bringing it back to just the handheld thing, to me, the selling point of the handheld is going to be almost to your point, my entire digital library is available to me wherever I go. Anything that I've digitally bought on Xbox and obviously Game Pass stuff is available to me natively on the go. I can dock that thing. I can play it on the TV as well. That's going to be the big selling point. And then again, because they've been hinting at it, I would imagine this is more of a Surface type device that also, to Pete's point, you can go over into Windows and you can install Steam and you can play your other games on that to various degrees. But the ones that they're going to guarantee work are going to be your Xbox games. And you add some form of backwards compatibility to that as well. So your Xbox One and your 360 and maybe even original Xbox games work on it too. You give me that, I'm buying it day one. Why not? Of course, that's what you want.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting next year, man. It's gonna be very interesting to see what's gonna happen with all that stuff.
All that said, I don't think we get a handheld next year. I think all of this is next gen 2026. I think they kickstart next gen holiday 2026. They're gonna launch a next gen console and a handheld at the same time. That's what I personally think.
Yeah, typically we always get to see an announcement like that during the showcase. The majority of times, like they'll tease it. Like remember when they showed the Xbox Series X. No, was it the X or was it something? No, it was
the One X.
The One X, that's what it was. They showed it for the first time at the showcase. Like I could see that happening, teasing it. Future, show the handheld and keep it quiet after that. That's possible. That is possible. But I think starting the conversation at the end of 2025, mid 2025, I think that is the perfect time. Let the Switch 2 get all the shine and promotion and announce it after. Because honestly, announcing it around that time, same time as the Switch 2, I think it will get lost, personally. I think so. So
yeah, Switch 2 is going to be a monster. It's going to launch with 3D Mario. Yeah, so I mean that thing's going to be a monster when it comes out. So that's why I also think you don't want to put a handheld out in the same year as the Switch 2. Per me, if I was running it, I would do it 2026 because Switch 2 when it comes out, be it March or be it holiday, is going to dominate the conversation.
Yeah, and you know what would be even crazier if we get to see or if Nintendo announces a new Mario Kart for the Switch 2, like launch window, not for launch, but launch window. Ooh, that will sell a lot of units too.
Oh, absolutely.
Lots of you.
Not to mention new Metroid. I mean, there's so many things that, to your point, that they can come out with day one and then within a quote unquote launch window. That's going to be huge for them. I mean, Nintendo's a GOAT. We already know that. And they're just, I mean, like I said, you're playing that Zelda right now. I'm playing Zelda. It's game of the year contender.
It's very,
absolutely.
It's up there.
Does Nintendo have a big IP scheduled for 2025?
3D Mario. Not that they've officially announced it, but you know that's what it is.
What for 2025? Yeah.
It's going to be launch. I mean, it's going to be launch games for Switch too. They're launching with Mario. That's
it's the 40th anniversary of the original Mario Brothers next year. So they're going to do like this whole big Mario thing next year. So I think that's why I've been saying it for a while that it makes sense to release for launch, Switch to release a new Mario game, and potentially later that year release a brand new Mario Kart game to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Mario. That makes a lot of sense. Because I think just now recently they had an event in Tokyo. They had the Nintendo Museum over there for the first time open, and they invited a lot of the press and creators to go over there and check it out. So, yeah, I think that's gonna happen, Paris. I think that's gonna happen 2025. Yeah, early 2025. I can see that launching before spring. Yeah, but we'll see. All right, anything else before we wrap it up? Nope. That's it. I think we're good. All right. Well, everyone, thank you for watching or listening to Gamertag Radio here. And this is episode 1371. There you go. Thank you for watching. And we'll be back next time. By the way, there's no live show next week because I have to travel, but we'll have some recorded content. None of your business. But we'll be here very, very soon in a couple of weeks. More new content. And thank you for listening. All right.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.